Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 9 of the 12 days of Elfmas. Oh, holy Moses, you guys. This has gone by so quickly. In today's card, I'm showing you how to make a quick and simple shaker card using some items from the Doodlebug Night Before Christmas collection. I'm using their Chit Chat and their icons. I don't remember what they're called. But anyway, so let's head over to my craft table and we'll get started. Called odds and ends, Misty. Odds and ends. Okay, so I'm going to start this shaker card by creating a frame. So I'm bringing in the scalloped square die. I believe this is from My Favorite Things. I'm cutting this out of a piece of red cardstock that was just in my stash. And I'm going to send that through my Gemini. And once I've done that, I'm going to bring in a stitched square that fits inside of it so we can create a frame. And that frame is going to be the frame for our shaker card. So in today's card, I'm going to show you how you can use die cuts in a shaker without the shaker parts getting stuck. So initially I thought I was going to use a square from the Stampin' Up, but it wasn't big enough. I believe this square is from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm just centering it within the frame. So you need a frame in order to create a shaker card. So that's what we did. So I kind of want to talk about the card, but I kind of want to talk about candy. So I don't have a huge sweet tooth. Here I'm cutting out some acetate to fit the square. But when it comes to Christmas candy, there are a couple of things that I absolutely adore. If we're talking homemade, I'm talking Divinity. I love Divinity. It's so good. I don't know why it's so good because it's basically just sugar and nuts, but I just love it. If you've never had Divinity, it's like eating a pillow with some nuts in it. It's not, I think it's similar to kind of like a marshmallow in the way you make it, but not in the way it tastes. It's just so good. Here I'm trying to decide on what patterns I want to use in the backdrop. So when I was picking out the paper, this was before I decided that I wanted to add the die cuts. Second to that, and you can kind of see it up there with the little stocking in the middle of the circle. To me, that looks like a Christmas nougat. So the Brock's Christmas nougats, oh, I love them so much. I haven't had them in years. And the last time, Rob had the hardest time finding them. But they came in like a variety pack. And one of the ones they had was cinnamon. That was so good. So I'm using some foam strips from Stampin' Up! To do this, but I know EK Success makes some foam strips. I think almost everybody makes some foam strips. So this is creating, again, the base of the shaker. And then I'm going to bring in some things to put inside. So a huge thank you to Leslie, for sending me these shaker elements. I will have a P.O. box come the new year. Hopefully the next time Rob and I get paid together, that's something we can go in and get started. So I will keep you guys posted, but please note ahead of time, you don't have to send me anything. But I know many of you reach out and ask if you can have my address, and I've gotten a little iffy about giving it out. So yeah. So anyway, after I fill this up, I'm going to go ahead and bring in another piece of acetate and attach that. And that is how we're going to be able to use some die cuts. And I apologize for my nails in this video. I had a little bit of anxiety and I bit them all off, which sucks because I'd gone 5 or 6 years without biting them off. But I did it and it's done and I did it. So anyway, Christmas nougat. So good. Now, if we're talking Christmas baked goods, I love pecan balls. I think a lot of people call them wedding cookies, but I've always known them as pecan balls. Oh, it's like a shortbread that's rolled in powdered sugar. It's so good. So here I'm tracing the shaker. That way I can know where I need to glue down the candy. So the question of the day is, do you like ribbon candy? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it and then let me know if you've ever had it and if you like it. I personally don't care for ribbon candy. It all clumps together. It all tastes the same. It's not my favorite. And I don't necessarily care for regular peppermints either. There was a restaurant that we used to eat out that had peppermint, like lime candies. Oh, those were so good. And now I'm attaching the shaker card to the paper. If we're talking, like I said, if we're talking baked goods, I love pecan pie. Like, pecan pie is my absolute favorite pie ever in my life. I love apple pie as well, and cinnamon ice cream. I make a really good homemade cinnamon ice cream. So good. I made apple enchiladas one year that were really good, a cinnamon roll cake that were really good. But those are basically all the sweets that I really care for around this time. Oh, but number one is Christmas tree cakes. And Rob's like, I told him, I was like, I don't know why we like Christmas tree cakes, because they're not good. Like, it's one of those things that they're so bad they're good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here in the US, Little Debbie makes Christmas tree cakes, which are basically their zebra cakes shaped like a Christmas tree with some sprinkles on top. And the thing with them is they leave this film of grease on the top of your mouth. So they're not great, but they're okay. But anyway, okay, so that's the end of this card. So I added this Merry and Bright saying and got it all adhered to some paper. I'm going to use some shimmer pen, and that's going to be it. So yeah. So anyway, let me know about if you've ever tried ribbon candy, and are you a candy maker? Have you tried Divinity? Let me know your favorite treats in the comments down below. I'll see you tomorrow for another day in the 12 Days of Elfmas. Bye, friends.